Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Persona 3 FES. In the last episode, we basically just established a load of social links, including Kenji right here and Kaz, who is right over there staring out that window, kind of creepily actually. You know, good view there, Kaz? You know what, I'm gonna leave you to it because I've decided who I'm gonna go out with, so to speak, and that is Kenji right here, because there's actually a very good reason why we can go out with Kenji now, because, as you may remember, he is a social link of the Magician Arcana. Arcana! That was the other thing I did last episode. Say that word wrong a bunch of times. I'm going to correct myself every single time I do it now. But anyway, as I said, he is of the Magician Arcana. But also, as you may remember, I refused a Nekomata, and if we go to details, you will also see that she is of the Magician Arcana. Now, this might be a little bit tough to comprehend at first. I mean, it took a little bit of time for me to get my head around it, just because. But in basic terms, if you have a persona of a matching arcana in any of your in your inventory, you don't have to have it equipped to you per se. But basically, you will be able to get more points when you go out for the social link. It'll become more clear as you go on, but for now, let's just go out with Kenji. Yeah, dude, I'm completely free. So let's meet up with you right now. So where are we gonna go today? I mean, when we went out for ramen last time, so it only makes sense that we go out for ramen again, apparently. God, you must love your ramen. I mean, to be fair, I do love my noodles as well, so I cannot complain. Yeah, sure is. What are you getting at, man? You know, but that's a secret, man. You can't go going into other people's business all the time. Yeah, well, you know. So, whenever you see the music note, that means that you chose a good answer, so always be sure to keep that in mind. Huh? So what are you into then? I like, I guess you could say I like them all. Yeah, I'm glad you agree with me. So, you like older women, yeah? Yeah, I can see that. I can see having an older woman by your side. I think I would say, personally, I'm kind of the same. I kind of like an older woman. But, that's only a slight preference, though. Oh, so you have your eye on someone, so that's the secret plan you were talking about. Uh-huh. Oh! She's a teacher? Well, at least you recognize it's a big deal, but wow, that's a lofty goal. And I don't think it's illegal? I'm not entirely sure, in all honesty. Don't worry, man, I got your back, but, you know, just be sure that you're thinking this through. Yeah, I get what you mean. I don't know, I'm not one to judge when it comes to many things, so I'm just gonna wish you the best of luck and hope that it works out, I guess. I guess our relationship is stronger because of it. I can't say I've personally ever been the wingman of someone, like in my life, so I don't know what it would be to feel like finding this stuff out, but I imagine I would just be as supportive as I would be to Kenji right here, so I'm glad that the game is panning out the way that I would hope it would in real life. That sentence even makes sense. But anyway, your social links will grow stronger as you spend time with your friends. Depending on your rank, you will receive bonus XP when you fuse personas. You may discover new social links while strengthening your existing ones as well. Establish as many social links as you can and level them up to become powerful. Oh, you said that last time, man. Well, I guess missing 2 episodes in a row is worse than missing 1 episode. Yo, what's up, Yukari? Yes, Akihiko told me the exact same thing. You're part of the archery team, right? I mean, it would make sense, considering that's your weapon of choice. Uh-huh. Well, I don't think that we should go to Tartarus today, Yukari. I'm sorry to say, because I've got some important stuff to be doing, and that important stuff involves karaokeing all night, so I will be doing that. So if we make our way over here and once again go to the Paulonia Strip Mall. I mean, it's just called the Paulonia Mall, and Strip Mall is a very American term. Like, we don't say that in the UK, so I don't know why I started saying it. I guess I just started seeing it a lot in TV shows and games and such, so I just started saying it. I mean, I do that with a lot of my words. You might notice that even though I'm a British person, I say a lot of American terms, which I guess you've all indoctrinated me. All of you Americans have done it. I mean, there's some stuff that I agree with, but there's some words that I just don't understand. Like, why would you call a biscuit a cookie? That's a type of biscuit. But anyway, that's a completely different topic. Let's just go to Horror House. Because I have actually enough money. Which is good. Maybe that's my persona? But my courage has increased, and that actually increases the points more than the karaoke, so that is very, very nice. While study and go to sleep, of course. There's no reason not to, considering I'm not tired. Academics have increased. Be sure to not study too much, man, because that's not good if you're tired. There's no point studying all night for a test if you go into the test extremely tired and unable to react to stuff properly. Anyway. So what's on the gossip train today, ladies? Ooh, a bookstore. Oh, they do say strip mall in this game. Interesting. I didn't think they did. Anyway, isn't there Chrome reopening today? God, you know what? Maybe we should go visit the bookstore. God, I actually love books. So this should be fun. I've actually taken a break from, like, proper reading for a while. But a lot of my reading nowadays comes from reading articles, like opinion pieces and, like, just news articles online, which is, I still classify as reading. Or at least personally I do. And also, manga, of course. Because I find that as a nice, easy read to get through. The last proper book that I read was for literature. And that was To Kill a Mockingbird, which is a very good book. It's a very good historical piece of text, which is also interesting because apparently Harper Lee, who is the person who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird, is thinking of releasing the sequel. From our notes from a few years ago, which is just crazy to think that that book has a potential sequel in the works. But anyway, one thing I was doing right there is that kid. He will be able to warp you to the world map, which is extremely useful. He was added into Persona 3 FES from Persona 3, and I believe in the Persona 4 Portable, you could just press square and do it, but that's still extremely useful. Anyway, we're going to go to Iwatodai Station, because I want to see that bookstore. I want to see what kind of stuff they have. Maybe they'll have some old classics, like Dracula. Ah, Dracula's such a good book. It's one of my favourites. I do love a good horror gothic, like, piece as well. So the bookstore is right here. Yes, let's go inside. Holy crap, you got a bunch of books stacked high end. Is that Elvis Presley to the left there? Maybe they have his autobiography. I don't know. What? Hello there, sir. Are you okay? Yes. Well, I've noticed. I'd be very surprised if you did sell fish here. Yeah. Yes, I have actually seen the tree. Huh? Wait, like. Okay. Well. Interesting. Well, we have seen that tree before, so maybe we should go give it another look. No, you don't have to. Oh, come on, you don't have to be that way. I just need to remind myself, that's all. I'm just gonna cut there, so I'll see you guys in a second. Yeah, Yeah, see? It's right here. It's an own little grove. Small tree is growing here. Must be the persimmon tree that the old couple were talking about. Huh. A persimmon leaf, eh? Maybe we should bring this back to them to see if this will trigger anything. Hey guys, I'm back! And I brought something with me. Whoa, buddy, what are you asking me? Last time it was fish and now it's smoking and non-smoking? Yeah, I found a persimmon leaf. Sure, here you go. Well, I could buy books, but for this particular moment, that's right. Well, thank you. And you seem like a delightful old man, even if you have lost a few marbles along the way. Oh, I'm sure you're still full of life. It doesn't matter how old your body is, as long as you have the vigor to keep on going on, then it should be pretty good. And I see what you did there. At least you're better than a Kuski. Oh, I'm so sorry. You must have had to put up with this for God knows how many years. Bunkichi, eh? Sure. You say Kayaba. Or Kayaba you say, however you want to do the, pronunciations. Or the formalities, I should say. Well, you could, but... Oh... For people who don't know, Chan is normally associated with, like, cuteness or, like, little kids. Like, grandparents doing it to their little kids, so, yeah. I would call it derogatory, but... Yeah, they're just so friendly. I can't bring myself to say that it is. But looks like we've established yet another new social link. We are just a social butterfly. Thou art have a blessing when you chooses to create a persona of the Hierophant Arcana. A new social link has been established. Well, I guess it's time to go home, but it was lovely meeting you. Every day except Sunday. I'll keep that in mind. Well, see ya! What a delightful old couple.
Where have you been?
Oh, you know, out, doing things, reading books. I'm going to actually save very quickly. Okay, now that saving is done, how about, is Mitsuru around here somewhere? Because I want to actually go to Tartarus tonight. Hello, Mitsuru? Mitsuru, where are you? Come out, wherever you are. Wow, that sounded much more creepy. So, okay, seriously, where is she? Yukari, do you know where Mitsuru is? Well, yes, I would. So, oh god, she's in the meeting room? Well, I guess I'll go up to the 4th floor then. Just call this an extra. Just call this a bonus, I guess. Okay. Hope I'm not disturbing you. But I would like to go to Tartarus tonight. So Saturday should be a pretty good Tartarus night in order to make progress. So how about we do that? Now, one thing that I have to be completely honest with, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to deal with Tartarus. Like, if I'm going to show it all, which I probably won't in the end, if I'm going to do some other stuff. But for now, I think what I'm going to do is that I am going to... For now, I'm going to show off the next few levels, since we have beaten the 5th floor. And hopefully make it into the next boss level. Hopefully without getting tired. Can't promise it, though. And every new level, you will usually get new enemies, so of course I will show those off. So, how about we just get started and keep on going up. One thing that I will be glad to say is that the aesthetic does change every few levels that you go up, so it's not always going to look the exact same. And yes, as Mitsuru is saying, the shadows on these levels are indeed different. So we got one right here. So let's just get this battle started. Yep, here we go. We got an Obsessed Cupid. That's a new enemy right off the bat. Not entirely sure what it's weak to, though. And I don't think we're going to find out because it's already dead. So I guess I'll just continue on. So yes, that's one thing. But the aesthetic right here does remind me a lot of school halls. I mean, I guess they did it that way in order to keep it familiar for the start. And that was very close. Okay, these are some pretty simple enemies. They're weak to fire, if I remember correctly. Yes, they are. So once again, I will be cutting out fights. I will just show the first few fights, but I'll start cutting out fights as we keep on going on, and even probably chunks of the floor if it gets to that time. But, ooh, there's an Apsaris. We actually traded away our Apsaris, so I'll be able to get it back. So that's very, very nice. So let's see, let's hope that we can get some new enemies, because I would very much like to see these new enemies.
3 enemies detected.
Roger.
I'll attempt to analyze
these aren't new enemies, I'm just gonna cut this fight out. Okay, wasn't anything too special that fight, it was just pretty much the same old, same old. We got a muscle drink right there. Let's see, left or right, left or right. I'm gonna go left. Hopefully, okay, that's a dead end. There's an enemy right here. Hope it's a new one. And it wasn't a new enemy. But such is the way of things, so I am completely okay with that. And neither were those enemies, but we got a level up out of it, and I was able to get my pixie back, so now I have a heal spell again. Actually, no, that's stupid of me to say, because my Necromado has a heal spell. Because I got it from the pixie, so that was absolutely stupid of me to say. Anyway, next floor. Hopefully we'll get new enemies, because there's more than one new enemy on this game. Okay, thank you, Mitsuru. I do realize that indeed there are more powerful enemies. Ooh, camo shirt. I think I already have one, so I can put this on someone else. Yo, Junpei! So, what do you have? You got a dress shirt, so how about I give you this nice, very stylish camo shirt, and it actually has +1 strength on it, so you'll be able to do more damage. That sounds good. That sounds good, doesn't it? Okay, more non-new enemies. God, I'm getting really unlucky with the non-new enemies. Ooh, this is a big shadow. This should be a new enemy if I'm thinking that this is correct. I was wrong. God, I could have sworn. Ooh, that's a new enemy. Ooh, that's a very good new enemy. Okay, we need to be very careful right now because I don't want it to run away too quickly. Let's wait for it to turn around, because all shadows have a very strict thing, and... Yes!
That's a rare form. Teach it a lesson.
Right here, we got the Wealth Hand. Now, if you're able to beat these enemies, you will get a very, very nice reward out of it. You don't get any experience, I don't believe, but you get an item that's worth a ton of money, and is also worth using for quests and such, which we'll get to later on. But I don't believe they are weak to I don't believe that they are weak to any kind of what am I trying to say? Elemental spell, that's what I'm trying to say. So if we just use physical spells, then we should be able to take this guy out, and we have to do it quickly because they can run away, and that missed. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Oh, whoosh! I was dead wrong. Maybe that's later in the game, but damn, we got a wealth coin. Nice one, Yukari. Get 1050 yen out of it as well. So I was correct with the no experience, but I wasn't correct with the elemental weakness. And there's nothing over here, so I might not bother. I'm just going to very quickly check to see if I'm very close to a level up, which I am not. So I'm just going to go up to the next floor, because these enemies aren't worth the experience anymore. Yeah, don't worry. But we are creaming all of these enemies. I am literally demolishing all of them. The only thing I'm actually worried about is if I become tired. Because if I become tired, it's not a problem. I'll just keep on going on. But any of my party members become tired, then I can't return to the ground floor, otherwise they'll go home.
Yes, excellent attack. One more.
And since I'm in the middle of a explanation, I'm just going to leave this battle in because I can.
Another enemy defeated. Good job. One more.
Okay, this shouldn't be too much trouble. Just take out the Cupid right here. You don't even need Junpei to do anything. And there should be... Okay, there's a treasure chest. Is it worth going for? Yeah, I'd say it's worth going for. Just gonna wait for this guy to turn around. See? I know how shadows work. We don't need any outside support. Well, I get a chest out of it, so we got medicine. Which is actually good, because I used up medicine in a lot of medicines up in that boss fight, so we can use it for the next boss fight if we need it. I'm gonna see if I can sneak! Bye! Oh, that's not good.
An assault by 2 enemies. Stand strong.
I mean, they don't do much damage, but it's still annoying. Okay. I might as well just keep this fight in just to show you what happens when you get back attacked by an enemy instead of doing the advance. You gain the advantage. So I am just going to use Bufu, and we can just beat the shit out of these enemies. Oh god. I'm apparently weak to something. I'm not sure what that was. That a slash attack? I think that was. Well, I didn't get tired because of it, so not my problem. I mean, it is my problem, but it wasn't that big of a problem, so that's actually a more grammatically correct thing to say. Well, not grammatically correct. That's a more suitable situation to talk about. Okay, we're not there quite yet. Should be the next floor up. Rancid gravy. Why would anyone keep that in a chest? Why would anyone ever need to keep that in a chest? You enemies aren't even worth the experience anymore, so I'm just going to ignore you. Just dodge you, go over here. There's, you got a chest though. I'm just going to, you say... yeah, please get the chest and get out before you get back attacked, and I went into the wrong corner. That was close. Stairs are right here. Did that whole thing without a hitch. So now we are at the boss level, which means we can activate this teleporter, and since no one is tired, I can actually go back, because I will show this right now. If you go back to the ground level and no one is tired, hopefully, then all of your stuff actually gets replenished, as you can see in the bottom right hand corner there. So now that we've reached the 10th floor of Tartarus, I believe we will save the boss battle for the next episode. So thank you. This has been a little bit of a low-key episode, just simply because I was just in that mood, in all honesty. So hopefully you still enjoyed it. So in the next episode of Persona 3 FES, we will be taking on the floor 10 bosses. See you guys then.